Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to today's session. This is Christina, your English teacher, Holy Cross School, Whitefield. And today we are going to deal with very interesting and beautiful poem from your NCERT class 8, and that is The Ant and the Cricket. Can you guess this person? So he is the author of this poem, The Ant and the Cricket. So Aesop, the author of this poem, Aesop, he is a Greek fabulist and storyteller. He had written a number of fables which we collectively known as Aesop's fables. Okay. Now, what is called a fable? A fable is a story, often with animals as characters, that conveys a moral. There are two main characters in this poem. One is the ant and another one is cricket. As we all know, ant is very hard working insect, right? So it planned for the forthcoming future. Means it stores food for the winter season. It always work hard during summer and spring and store food for the winter season. Meanwhile, cricket is very lazy insect, always dancing and singing throughout the summer and spring season. It does not care about the difficult times. At the end of this poem, when the cricket goes to the ant to ask for shelter and food, right? But the ant refuses to give. Then the cricket learned the lesson that it should have planned for the forthcoming future. Means for the winter season, it should have planned or it should have stored food for the winter season. The last two lines of the poem is very interesting and very thought-provoking lines. Okay, some cricket have four legs and some cricket have two legs. Means four leg means cricket, right? Insect. Two legs here refers to human beings. Some human beings hardworking and some human beings are as lazy as cricket. Shall we move to the poem? Okay, right. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Here a silly young cricket accustomed to sing, meaning used to or habit. This silly young cricket always has the habit to sing during the month of gay summer and spring. It doesn't want to save for the winter season. Okay, began to complain when he found that at home suddenly his cupboard was empty. Why it was empty? Because winter was come, right? Not a crumb to be found. A crumb meaning food. Not even a food he found on the snow covered ground. The ground was full of snow because of winter season. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So, oh cricket, what will become, says the cricket, of me? So, in this stanza, the cricket just wasted his time by singing and dancing during the month of summer and spring. And later he realized what a big mistake he had made. The cricket was very sad. He wondered how he could survive this harsh winter season. Now tell me, what do you think for this cricket? Means what will happen to this cricket? Will the cricket find something to eat? Or will it pay for his stupidity? Now we can move to second stanza. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Means starvation here hunger, famine means shortage of food, dripping very chill with wet and all trembling, shivering with cold because of winter season. Away he set off to a miserly ant. So cricket is going to ant. For what he is going to ant, we can see. To see if to keep him alive, he would grant. So cricket want to live. So he need the help of the ant. So he would grant him shelter from rain. So he is asking shelter. Then a mouthful of grain. Grain here, food. He wished only to borrow. So cricket is saying that he wished only to borrow. He would repay it tomorrow. Tomorrow I will give you everything. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. If ant is not helping cricket, normally cricket will die due to starvation and sorrow. Sorrow means here unhappy. Next stanza. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. So ant is saying that I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. So we will not borrow and we will not lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by? Lay nothing by here, save nothing. So tell me, dear cricket, did you save anything when the weather was warm? So during summer and spring season, did you save anything? Quoth the cricket, not I. Quoth here said the cricket, not I. I didn't save anything. Cricket is answering that I didn't save anything. My heart was so light, so he's so happy that I sang day and night. Day and night means here both during summer and spring season. He's enjoying a lot. For all nature looked gay, happy. These lines by ant. Okay, you sang, sir, you say. So ant is asking, you sang, sir, during summer season and spring season. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. So you are all enjoying the spring and summer season. Now in this winter season also you go and sing a song and live happily. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Hastily means quickly. Cricket quickly lifted the wicket. Wicket means wings of the cricket. And out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Okay, so he went out. Folks call this a fable. Folks means here persons in general call this poem as a fable. I will warrant it true. Warrant here, promise it true. Some crickets have four legs and some have two. Here two refers to human beings. Some human beings are very hard working like ant and some human beings are very lazy like cricket. So this last line is very important line. Some cricket have four legs and some have two legs. So how did you like this wonderful poem? I hope you love this poem. So thank you. Take care. Bye bye.